I'm the manager of the Financial Markets Policy team at MBIE, and my team's role is to advise the government about how we regulate financial markets, and that includes the financial advice reforms. So the new law, it overhauls the way we regulate financial advice in New Zealand. The key principle of the new law is that it holds all financial advice to the same core standards. So things like there's an obligation to give priority to the client's interest and to comply with a code of conduct. And that's so consumers can have confidence no matter where they go for advice. And that's a really big shift from the current regime where there are different rules and different standards depending on where you go for advice. This all kicked off way back in 2015 when MBIE started a review of the current laws. Through that review, we heard almost unanimous agreement with problems with the current laws. So for example, in terms of access, we heard that some really simple types of advice just aren't being provided. And that's really played out in practice in terms of KiwiSaver members just not getting some really simple advice. And in terms of quality, we heard frustration from some advisors that only some advisors are required to put the client's interest first, for example, and most advisors said they're doing this anyway, so they wanted those duties to apply across the board to improve consumer confidence in advice. So under the new law, anyone giving financial advice is going to have to comply with a set of basic duties. So things like a duty to give priority to the client's interest, to comply with a code of conduct, to disclose specific information to clients, and to make sure the client understands any limitations on the service you can provide to them. In terms of business structure, any individual giving financial advice to a retail client needs to be engaged by a licensed financial advice provider. So that's a business that's licensed by the FMA to give financial advice. I think the new legislation is going to be great because it holds all financial advice to the same core standards and creates a real level playing field so that consumers can be really confident in the financial advice no matter where they go for that advice.